Hi, everyone. This is Deidre Kindred, your nurse advocate, coming to you again this evening on Health Chats Among Friends. So, tonight I have an amazing RN here with me. Her name is Deborah Jackson. And, Deborah, I'm going to let you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what type of company you have.
Again, my name is Deborah Jackson. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for now 26 years. And I'm also a certified CBD consultant and owner of American Shaman Fort Worth off Sycamore School Road in Fort Worth, Texas, next to the Albertsons. And I started my business in July of 2019 to present. And so I've been using CBD personally for about 2 years myself.
Well, awesome. There's a lot of myths about CBD out there. What is one of the myths that you heard, Deborah?
Well, a lot of people think that CBD is an automatic cure for disease processes, and that's not true. But it can support your disease process and even help you get off some of the pharmaceuticals or all pharmaceuticals if you use it continuously and dosage yourself and titrate according to your symptoms.
Right. So it's great to have a physician on board, would you say?
Yes, yes, I do work with some physicians, some cardiologists, some orthopedic doctors have referred for joint pain and chronic arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, things like that.
What about disease processes such as, autoimmune deficiencies or people who have seizures or cancer pain? All
Yeah,
those are.
yes, all of those. I do have customers that do come in with cancer. Some are in stage, some have recently been diagnosed and want to use CBD because there are studies that show that CBD can mitigate tumor growth. And so I do get those patients, also patients with lupus, fibromyalgia,
Mhm.
um, some of the other autoimmune diseases. PCOS is also one that's um, been treated with CBD because CBD is naturally an anti-inflammatory. And so there are people that use it and use it successfully without having to use prescription drugs, which a lot of people are looking for something that's natural rather than the pharmaceutical drugs because of the side effects.
Well, I love your store, first of all, I must say, because Deborah's store is just totally different from some of the stores that I've walked in before. I've seen you interact and engage with your clients that come through the store, and they always walk away with some piece of knowledge about a product that you have. So I love that. You have products for pets.
We do, we do. We have pets products for your aging dogs that have anxiety, depression, um, also cancer, in some cases, tumors that dogs, cats get have been remedied or alleviated or even stopped growing um, in some cases.
Wow.
We have um, pet products for cats, dogs, and horses, actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes, we
awesome.
do.
Well,
We have horse liniments and we also have horse nuggets as well that you can give the horses to help them remain calm during training or if they hurt themselves with training and stuff like that. It's a
oh,
muscle
that's awesome.
as well.
Oh, that's really great. So I heard you mention that CBD has some anti-inflammatory aspects or benefits. So can you walk me through a client that may come into your store? Say they're looking for um, pain relief or inflammation relief or something like that. Walk me through that.
Yeah, so I recently had a good friend of mine that was experiencing some anti-inflammatory issues. He had a right knee that was swollen, his left foot and leg started swelling out of the blue for no
Oh,
reason. He was a very active gentleman in his 50s. He worked out but had recently stopped due to being quarantined. And so he came in, and he was, I do a personal consultation with each person that comes in. We sit down, we talk about why they're there. And this particular gentleman, you know, he gave me a little bit of his history, no real medical issues, but for some reason started experiencing this swelling. For him, what I did, he got some of our pain cream for his pain that he could put directly on his knee and on his foot. And then we just talked about his diet. His diet had recently changed. He was eating a lot of junk food, a lot of foods with preservatives in it. And so during the course of probably a week, with him being consistent with applying his topical cream and then also ingesting CBD at a dose that was about 20 milligrams of CBD, within about 4 or 5 days, that was all gone. He came back to the store to let me see how he was doing. He had adjusted his diet, cut out the junk, went back to veggies and like fish and chicken.
Baked, not fried.
Baked, not bread. And so within just a week, he was doing better. And he was going, actually, he was a VA, as a veteran as well. So he was going to the VA clinic the following week. And I was like, well, just make sure you let your doctor know that you work CBD, and he's still taking it. But those are some of the typical results. If people are compliant and they adjust their lifestyle as well as their diet.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a journey, not a marathon. You know, it's not a sprint, right?
Exactly. And so I do, for all of my customers that do come to my store, they know that I am a registered nurse. My husband also is a nurse as well. So if I'm not there, he's there. And so we do tell them that they can call us. I do have customers that call me the very next day and, you know, tell me how they responded. And then just through talking to them and interviewing them, we adjust their dosages of the CBD.
That's awesome. I like the fact that you don't just assume that, you know, what someone needs. You sit down with them, you talk with them, you do an assessment, basically. So,
Exactly.
yeah, amazing. So your store is located on Sycamore School Road here in Fort Worth, Texas, next
Yes,
to Albertsons.
that's correct.
What are your hours?
Our hours right now are from 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, and on Saturday, 10 till 5.
Okay. And so when they walk into the store, they're going to get a healthcare professional to consult with and talk with.
That's correct.
Yes, so that's what I love about that, because there are lots of stores popping up everywhere. And I
Exactly.
like the fact that you can walk into yours and you can get sound medical advice, or, you know, just some guidance. I put that, some guidance on the products that you can ask your doctor about, or, you know, work with your other healthcare professionals.
Exactly.
Yes. So is there anything that, how has COVID affected you and your business?
Um, COVID has affected our business some, um, but I still do get people who are, you know, just very anxious about the things that are going on right now with COVID, with the economy, with homeschooling, with, I mean, all kinds of things, stress, anxiety about just everyday life right now, because COVID has changed, you know, a lot of people's lives.
Oh my goodness, you're right about that. Yes. And whew, I don't want to say you need to, yeah, I'll say it. You need to go into Deborah's store. If nothing, just to take a visit in the atmosphere and just to talk with her. She's so reassuring and calming. And I got a little secret, everybody. I would not be the nurse I am today if it was not for this lady that I'm interviewing tonight. So, Deborah, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, and your husband too. Remember?
Oh yeah,
They would
yeah.
always take me under their wing when I worked in the hospital and say, "Come on, we're going to go do this." And I'm like, "No." So sometimes you have to have that accountability person to push you and make you get outside of your comfort zone. So,
Exactly.
so if anyone wanted to ask you some more questions or ask you about how CBD can benefit their disease process, or even if they wanted their doctor to talk to you, how would they reach you?
They could call me directly at the store at 682-499-6126, or they could reach out to me on Facebook, on Google, or Instagram at AmericanShamanFortWorth.com.
American Charm is a very reputable company. How long have they been around?
Our company's been around since 2015.
Right, right. So yes, so be advised that you need to make sure you look into a reputable company when you're looking for some assistance or help with, learning about the products that are out there. So,
Exactly.
yes, yes. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, I would just like to add that there are more than 2,000 CBD companies in the United States, and we are one of 40 that have already obtained our Hemp Authority certification. What that means is that we've already been evaluated for our manufacturing processes. We've passed our quality checks that says that what we have in our products is truly in the product. If we say that it has X amount of CBD, it's truly CBD, whereas a lot of companies, people feel like CBD is not effective, but it's because you're getting a not so great product. Uh,
Oh,
so there are standards with CBD that if you don't, like our company, we have nanotechnology. What that means is, and this is pending patent, but what they've done is made our particles of CBD really, really small so that you can absorb it into your system quicker and faster. A lot of hemp oils on the market now, they've not done this, and so a lot of people think that CBD doesn't work, but it's only because your system wasn't able to absorb it.
oh,
So
wow.
that you want to look at, if the molecules are too small, too big, then you're not going to absorb it. It's just going to pass through your system. So you think that it's ineffective. And another thing that we do that most companies don't is that we sample you in the store so you
That's
see
great.
the effects of our product before you leave.
I was getting ready to ask that because everybody is not the same. Some people may absorb better sublingually, some people may absorb better, edible or whatever. So I was getting ready to ask that. So that's great. That's good information. Very good information. All right. So say your telephone number once again, how people can reach you.
My telephone number is 682-499-6126.
And you're located in Fort Worth, Texas, off of Sycamore School Road. Can you give us the address for that?
3515 Sycamore School Road, Suite 110, Fort
Right,
Worth, Texas.
right next to Albertsons. So you go and get your grocery shopping and you can swing by her store and get some education on CBD and hemp. Well, Deborah, thank you for your time. I have enjoyed this conversation. Always good to know. So next time I'll probably have you back and maybe we can hone in on a specific disease process that you've seen results in. Maybe we
Sure,
can talk about that.
sure, sure. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Awesome. All right. Well, without further
Me.
Oh, well, without further ado, everyone, my name is Deborah Kindred. I'm a nurse advocate, educator, and navigator. I love providing you with resources that are reputable in your community. Thank you for joining us and see you next time with another expert on Health Chats Among Friends. Have a good evening.
Good night.